how it's not all like sadness and gloom. We just gotta remember that like homeless people are people.
Yeah.
They're just like going through a really like rocky chapter in their life. It doesn't mean like they're not living the best life, but like they can still like be happy. They can still like joke around and all of that. So it's not all like, hey, give me money. Like we're all gonna be like sad. It's like, well, they're just people. So it's a hard thing to remember, especially if you haven't gone through like financial troubles or anything like that.
Now, just reading the room, at this moment, would it be a fair assumption that we generally want this story to just be about how, you know, people are people, they go through good times, they go through bad times. There's not a good ending, there's not a bad ending, it's just life. Is that kind of what we're looking at right now?
I would say so.
Because I think that'll really inform how we go about writing this piece. Because if we know that we want a sad ending, there's a lot of roads we can take that will lead us there, assuredly. But yeah, that's a good thing to keep in mind. Jake, what are you furiously writing?
Well, you said that's life, and that made me think of the Frank Sinatra song, but that was used for the Joker, so obviously it's going to be too well known. But yeah,
It's fair. And Emily, forever ago, you had a point you wanted to make?
Yeah, well, I don't remember when it was, but I think it was probably like at the last meeting we had, and I was curious, like, if there's any, like, there's got to be statistics out there between like homeless people and like suicide rates.
Oh.
I'm not saying like I want to go down that, but I'm saying like I feel like that's not something we hear about because, well, I don't know why, but I'm saying like there's still like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of homeless people out there, and they're still out there for a reason. So there's got to be, like, they have to have hope, like there's got to be something keeping them going.
Yeah.
So I don't know, there's just like a thing that I was like, that's like kind of interesting to me, that like these people are literally sleeping on the ground every night and they're still going.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
Jake?
another thing that actually I've noticed in Marquette at a greater concentration because it's what I've been exposed to, but there are occasions where people with special needs end up homeless. It's not as common as as you might think, but my mom, who's a social worker, she actually talked to Kelly, but one of the things that she mentioned was that they have a lot of people that are homeless show signs of being on the autism spectrum, although they're not diagnosed, in large part probably because of lack of ability to get diagnosed and stuff like that. And there's a couple guys around town that will go to all the stores, all the garbage cans. If you guys have been around town, you've probably seen him. One of them's, what's a good false name? Uncle Mark. We'll call him Uncle Mark. We call him Uncle Mark because he always tells everybody that he's an uncle, even though he's been an uncle for like 30 years now. But it's just interesting characters like that. I think that would be, if done properly, would be kind of a cool way to have like a recurring character that the other homeless people kind of help.
Yeah, yeah.
There, as far as I can tell, there is at least somewhat a sense of camaraderie in some of the bigger like tent cities and stuff. You know, like they take care of each other while at the same time struggle together. And I think that would be an interesting thing to try and convey as a group.
I think what we'll do now is I want you to think about everything that we just talked about and like focus in on one of them, whether it be a setting, whether it be a character. And in a moment, I'm gonna ask you to share them and we're gonna throw a scene together. We'll be writing on our feet, it'll be entirely improvised, but just to see what our first instincts are with this. Obviously the people that feel more comfortable as performers